the question of fragmentation is one of the most important ones that we have to solve in the industry, and especially as agencies. Video fragmentation spans from TV to the shortest and most snippet social ads and the likes. We focus on things that run in a player, run on a specific full device, on only like outside of players, smaller devices. So fragmentation is really there, and it's one of the key challenges. I think the only way to really tackle it is by grasping each of the different inventory pieces and try to understand as much as possible when it comes to the user experience and how it can contribute to the overall effectiveness of a campaign. So what's the specific impact and impact potential of a certain piece of inventory? And there's different kinds of, there's no one technology that you can use to really control all the fragmentation. I think there are different ones to control different aspects of fragmentation. Like we look at one when it comes to integrating reach, identifying users across all the different channels and inventory pieces. Then we have other technologies where we look into the effectiveness and impact, from foundational research to very specific attributional models that we use for that. Most video campaigns still look very much into broader reach and awareness, potentially delivering very much towards different image items and more, let's say, more in-depth effectiveness metrics. And depending on the different specific objective, looking into the creative route that has been decided on, we look into what kind of form it can really deliver towards these kind of things. What we need to keep in mind is that in all the fragmentation, we must not treat all inventories the same and just compare it one-to-one and like-to-like. We have to look into the different specialties of the different kinds of inventories. There are those who can really help us tell a story, have a lot of time with the users, and then there are others that are so short that we can basically only deliver towards recognition of a message that I may have seen earlier in another ad and so on. So it really depends, and also in terms of metrics, it's becoming a bit more fragmented. Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to impact, there is nothing that delivers more than TV. That stays true, but apparently reach is still decreasing and continues to decrease. So we have to look in what's really like for like. Apparently we look into video players and video platforms for that, all the different video on demand services that deliver a very similar, partially even more effective, partially less effective inventory. We can look at the same device, going for ATV and CTV inventories, or we move towards smaller devices that can also deliver very impactful ad formats in the right situation. So we do have a quite in-depth assessment of what impact can be across all the broad variety of inventories. But it's not that we have the one standard that we use for all the advertisers in every campaign. It's rather a basis, a default that we can alter depending on creative and objectives of the campaign.